Josh Richards will be back in action with the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series this upcoming weekend for the 37th Annual Pittsburgher. Roll this up over at stockcarreport.com. You can find the link in the description below. Flow Racing's Kevin Kovac reports Josh Richards is expected to race again at the Pittsburgher 100 at Pittsburgh's Pennsylvania Motor Speedway on October 3rd through the 4th. Richards competing in the Pittsburgher is not at all surprising, given his father and Rocket One co-owner Mark Richards informed DirtOnDirt.com back in June that it was a race Josh was eyeing. Kovac reported at the time he did mention that one race he'd love to see Josh run is October 3rd through the 4th, Lucas Oil Series sanctioned Pittsburgher weekend at Pittsburgh Pennsylvania Motor Speedway in Imperial, an event Josh won in 2007 and 16. Additionally, Richards himself shared at the end of August that it was likely he would compete in the Pittsburgher. He said, "We'll see what happens from here. It really hinges on what Shepard and the Rocket One team are doing. For them, it's a lot of work and a lot of hassle to take me to go race. So as long as things are going smooth, I think the Pittsburgher will happen. Now, if they have something come up and they tear a car up or something, we'll just have to see." Richards made his return to competitive dirt late model racing earlier this year. First, he had a practice session alongside Brandon Shepard with the Rocket One team at Sharon Speedway in the middle of June. He then competed with the Lucas Oil Series at Lernerville at the end of August. Unfortunately, he blew a motor in a heat race while running in a transfer spot. He specifically shared with Flow Racing that it threw a rod out of the motor. It kind of went all at one time. The blown motor would end his weekend and return. The team chose not to compete on Saturday night for the Hillbilly 100, with Rocket One announcing, because Josh is not racing for points, we will not be fielding his car tonight after losing an engine last night. Obviously, blew that motor in the heat race for the preliminary night race for the Hillbilly 100. Richards did reflect on his return, telling Flow Racing, "It really felt like I didn't miss a day. Other than my rustiness, it just felt like I was just at a race yesterday. Time goes so fast, and the older you get, it just goes faster." However, he did admit that there was definitely one area he needed to improve on, saying, "Just knowing what the car is going to do and your limits. I mean, to compete at this level, to win races at this level, the guys that are good know how far to push it and know how to take chances and do all that. I mean, for me to just go out in a car and run good laps, I felt like I could do that. But to get back up on that level again, it's just something you just got to do." So obviously, I think that he's going to have some solid equipment with the Rocket One team. He was in that transfer spot in the heat race for that preliminary night. I expect him to be able to make the show with Pittsburgher if he doesn't have any kind of mechanical issues with the speed and the talent that he has. And hopefully he'll run really well in the features, maybe run outside the top 10, or who knows, maybe he'll even surprise us and get up there and mix it up with our championship contenders, some of the best, Ricky Thornton Jr., Jonathan Davenport, Devin Moran, Hudson O'Neal, Garrett Alberson, and the rest of the Lucas Oil stars. We shall see, but definitely looking forward to seeing him back in action. I enjoyed what he was doing there at Lernerville, and it was exciting to kind of see him mix it up, and was indeed there kind of running in that transfer spot, and looked like he was going to wrap it up. I think there was only 2 laps left, and he had a pretty significant advantage there in third over the next 4th and 5th place cars there. So I look forward to seeing him race back on the track again, and I think he will be competitive, as we saw him be competitive at Lernerville before he blew that motor. But let me know what you guys make of Josh Richards seemingly returning back to the dirt late model here at the Pittsburgher this upcoming weekend with the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. Let me know in the comments below.